Hi Leo, welcome. It's time for Love in the New Moon. This is a general love reading for all Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in love. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. So let's see what's going on for some of you Leos out there. This is the third attempt at your reading. I did this really great reading for you and never hit the record button. So then I had to do it over. And then it went flat. So now, let's see what's going to happen with your reading. All right? So I'm hoping. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Dear universe, all of our Leos in love. We're looking for a message for all of our Leos in love. For the energies of this new moon. Grateful, thankful. All right. Well, that's good. I think you may have been coming out of a relationship that was pretty toxic. I think you started to see the value in yourself. I think you started to see the worth that you were. I just get the feeling that you saw yourself. Like all of a sudden it was like, you know, this is not good for me. And now you're on the recovery path. I think it's just like, phew, now what do I do? But I do think that there's a part of you that really now can feel, you know, better about yourself because you've moved on from this relationship. I feel like it closed, it ended, whatever this relationship was. You may have been married. It may be somebody from the past. I get the feeling that you were married because we have the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles. So it could have been like this really toxic relationship. It could be an ex. I don't think it's an ex. I just think it's a relationship where it had the potential. And a new opportunity comes your way, which I think finally helps you to move on in a way and really close the door with a cycle with somebody. And it really took the time for you to, I feel like you had to find yourself, you know, like spiritually. Like you had to, you know, just kind of renew who it was. I mean, you've been through so much. And now, you know, it didn't work out. And now it's like you've got to pick up all the pieces. A few of you may be going on a journey. And I think if you take a trip, it could open up doors of an opportunity, you know, and help you move past, you know, like whenever you end a relationship, I mean, there's grief, right? And I think you might take a trip somewhere that might help you get through some of this grief, you know, and this ending with this person. Because I feel like there's a brand new beginning for you, something that's very transformative. As hard as it was for you to move away from this person, okay? And this isn't for everybody, okay? This is for somebody who moved away from somebody. I think you did what you had to do, you know, so that you could finally move in a direction that was more suited towards your energies. Yeah, and I think you're fine on your own. I mean, here you are, the Nine of Pentacles. It's like you move toward a place where there's more peace, there's more contentment, you know, because you're not dealing with somebody who, you know, wasn't good for you. I mean, let's just face it. I mean, I can say whatever I want, but whoever it was you were with, they weren't good for you, and you had to move away from them. And yeah, it makes you feel bad, you know, but ultimately, you will feel much better. You know, because you don't have to, you know, deal with their energy and the stuff that they were going. You can focus more on yourself. You know, because let's face it, they never really loved you. They really didn't. You know, and you weren't being treated fairly anyway. You know, so I think there was a lot that you held close to your heart. And it's like they wanted you to, like, hold them up on a pedestal. You just couldn't do that. Or maybe you're the one that wanted to be put on a pedestal. But whatever it was, you know, you finally saw your own self-worth. And you knew that this relationship now, dead, buried, the end. You know, there's no going back. There's no going back. To go back only opens up this devil energy again, you know. This person was not good for you. You know, and I think you really wanted it to work. I really think that you wanted this to work. You wanted to try everything possible. I think you just, you threw the net out wide trying to figure out how to make this relationship. But if they weren't good for you, they weren't good for you. The end. You know, now it's time for you to move on and heal yourself. Get back into your state of power. Like I said, you know, bury this one, move on. And now that you have your self-worth back, you know, you can feel better about things. Listen, this will sting for only a little while. So don't look back. You know, don't look back at this. Like I say, if you close this door, bury them. Like, look, this guy's going to his grave. You're good on your own. You know, you were with somebody who wasn't good for you. You know, you're better than that. You want more than that. All right, so opportunities abound. Yeah, and then, you know, when you're feeling good and you're feeling free, you know, then you can start to reap the rewards of your own efforts. You know, because, you know, look, you were with somebody who, you know, put all the responsibilities on you, all the weight was thrown on you, and for what? You know, for you to feel like crap? You know, I think you guys had good makeup sex, but that was probably about it. Yeah, out comes the Lovers reversed. I mean, I think you don't want to work any harder in this relationship either. You know, so you might be surprised. It might be easier to, like, put the relationship to an end, because if there wasn't any glue in the beginning, because if it wasn't good for you, it wasn't good for them either. You know what I mean? Two people involved. And again, you're moving towards something that's better for you. You see how this relationship was not healthy for you. And you're a Leo. Look, Leos love to be adored. Yeah, okay, bottom of the deck, the devil. So, you know, don't look back. Don't get tripped up. You know, if this is something that you know is not good for you, then you need to, you know, take care of yourself. And turn that devil around, you know, just really start looking at some of that energy. You know, focus. You know, I think there's a fresh new start, a brand new beginning. You know, if you start to focus more on yourself, focus more on your work, you know, really look at yourself as, look at this the Queen of Pentacles. You know, she's looking at this value, this worth that in that pentacle. She sees herself. So stay focused. You know, you might be taking a trip, like I say, that could open the door of opportunity. And it may be something that you've wanted. And I keep saying a trip because I keep feeling like you're going to get in your car and you're driving somewhere. And it has to do with work. It has to do with a fresh start. So, yeah, stay focused on what's in front of you. Don't look back. All right, Leo? So that's what I've got for you. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Thumbs up for me. And I'll see you at the next reading, all right? Until then, bye now.